Hey everyone, Dr. Jones here with a weekly video message, and this week I want to talk to you about motivation and engagement. You see, motivation and engagement are key aspects to any part of our life where we want to succeed. And you know, life is pretty easy when we're engaged and we're motivated, but there are many times where we are neither, and we have to get through those. So I want to discuss 3 things with you having to do with motivation and engagement and how to make sure that they're working for you rather than against you. The 3 areas are don't wait, show up, and make sure you make the best of every situation. So let's dive right in with don't wait. Don't wait is about not waiting for others to engage you or to motivate you. Sometimes they will, and that's great. That's what they call gravy. It's extra. But what you want to do is make sure you own the responsibility, because yes, it is your responsibility. It's all our responsibility for our own level of engagement and motivation. We can't wait for others to get us going. We have to be able to find what's inside of us, to find what we're striving for, that goal we're looking for, and motivate ourselves to reach it and engage ourselves in the activities that it takes to get there. Our motivation ultimately is up to us. Our engagement as we get motivated ultimately is up to us. And that leads me to my second point. Show up. You have to show up every single time you need to, whether you want to or not. There are good days where it's easy to show up. There are bad days where it's hard to show up. But it's important to stay consistent because success comes from small steps that build up over time. It never happens overnight. We reach our goals by looking backwards and setting up a timeline and different steps, action steps, if you will, to get to that goal. Some days it's easier to tick those off our sheet. Other days it's difficult, but the most important part is that we show up regardless. That's what makes you successful. We've all been there. The times that you work out in the morning, and now this one's personal to me because this has to do with me. The times I work out in the morning, the times I don't want to get up and I struggle to get up and I start that workout, and you know what? 5 minutes into the workout, I'm like, this isn't so bad. 20 minutes into the workout, I start saying, yeah, I got this. And after the workout's over, I feel really good about taking that one more step towards my ultimate goal. I motivated myself because I forced myself to get engaged. Why? Because it's personal to me. And no one else is responsible for my engagement, and no one else can help me show up the way I need to show up. Finally, you have to make the best of every situation. Look, we all run into those bad situations where we don't feel good, we don't feel like doing what we need to do. We like to point our fingers at other people, other things, other situations, and say, that's why I didn't do it. They're all excuses. And excuses aren't good. That's why you have to take your difficult situations and find the good in them so you get through them, so you get over them. And really, what we often realize with our difficult situations after we're pushing through them to get over them, we get over them and we realize that we were our own worst enemy, and we just had to get over ourselves. You see, if given the chance, oftentimes a negative mindset will set in, and there's really nothing, when we look at it objectively, standing in our way except our own personal created barriers. So that's it for today. Remember, we're responsible for our own motivation engagement, and we have to do that by not waiting, showing up, and making the best of every situation. And if we do that, we find that we're much more successful because we take responsibility. We're accountable to ourselves and our own dreams. And we show up on a regular basis, completing those small steps that lead to ultimate success. And we push through because we see the brighter side at the end of any situation. Hey, thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate you listening to these. I never take your time for granted. So if they have any value, if you found any value in any of this message or any of the others, take some time. Share them with a friend that might find value in them as well. Remember, be purposeful, act with integrity, and continue to build your character. You have a great day.